The book of Psalms 149, verse 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Kol haloyim la Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha HaKadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us this truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed lines from their fathers goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. This is the brother Hawashai Abadia, GMS Chicago, and I want to title this video, Nice People Are Going into Slavery. All right? Nice people are going into slavery. And, I was just pondering on, I was around these Edomites at work, and, I know they Edomites through their spirit, but they nice, they cool with you, speaking all this and that. And a lot of these Edomites, man, when they know that you're in the position that they want you to be in, when you're calling yourself Black, Latino, Native American, and you're cool with that, hey, they're cool with you being who you are. All right, you depend on their system that they live deliciously in. All right, through rape, robbery, and pillaging. All right, the world. Okay, starting with the Israelites. All right, and also my grandmother. Hey, she was a servant of Esau, man. All right, a maid of Esau Edom, man. All right, I used to go to work with her, and she was a maid for them. It is what it is. And my grandmother, she was nice. You know what I mean? And Esau come and give you these fake grins, And I'm not saying, we're supposed to be, trying to mean mug and put hands on our enemies. Of course not. The scripture tells us if it be possible, be at peace with all men. We know Yahweh Shai is going to give us the go, Lord willing, I'm of one of those men. All right. But you Jakes, man, you're too carnal. All right. A gift destroy the heart, like the scripture says, man. Somebody give you anything, man, and you just gung-ho for it. All right. So these people are in their kingdom, and they're happy with the position that you're at and where they are. And, that's why Jeremiah said, hey, is Israel a homeborn slave, right? So Esau Edom, hey, we know that he's a cunning hunter. Now, don't get it twisted. There are men that are going to look like this guy here on the right, and they're going to be Israelites, all right? Just like the rest of the rest of the nations, all right? Remember, we were scattered, through the diaspora, all right, when we were exiled out of Israel, okay, in 70 AD. We've taken on the looks of the other nations. That's why Romans 8 and 16, let's grab that real quick. Because you have to be walking in the spirit, man. This is Romans 8 and 16. The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. All right, so you can't just look at a person. Now, don't get it, majority of the Edomites look like this guy on the right, and the majority of Israelites look like this brother on the left, mainly Southern Kingdom. All right. Hey, but you can have it vice versa. You got Edomites that look like the brother on the left. All right. And then you got, like I said, Israelites that look like the guy on the right. That's just how the Lord gets down. All right. In his creation. So now what I want to focus on is the cunningness. All right. Because you got people, Israelites, I know Chad, and Chad is cool. Hey, Chad may be an Israelite, and he may be cool, Or you got to look at the other notion. Chad is an Edomite, all right? But remember, they're cunning hunters, man. And Esau, hey, if they can use you, they'll use you. And I'm going to get some scriptures to show his cunningness, all right? And that's what I want to focus on. So you have to know in the spirit, hey, and at the end of the day, man, if they not praying and crying to Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, all right, putting on as the elect, hey, fuck them anyway. You know, whether they Jake or Esau, man, because Jake is wicked, man. Just want to put that out there. So let's grab the book of Sirach, because we're going to bind their kings into in chains and yokes of iron also, man, like we were. Let's grab the book of Psalms. Slakia, no. Slakia. Let's grab the book of Sirach. Also known as Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is part of the scriptures. All right. Without the Apocrypha, the Bible is incomplete. All right. It was taken out by the Bible Destruction group in 1777, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere up in there. So it reads, Sirach 13:3. The rich man have done wrong, and yet he threatened withal. The poor is wronged, and he must entreat also. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. And you see this in the entertainment world, man. Whether it's sports or whatever entertainment they're doing, right? You know, when Jake making money, hey, it's all good. You know, he can't do no wrong. But when they're finished with you as Jake, hey, all kind of scandals come out on you. All right. It says here, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee. Hey, these Edomites love doing that fake fucking grin to you, man. I just stare them back, you know, like I don't laugh back with them like that. You know, okay, because in the back of the Edomite mind, man, and these rest of these heathens, all right, the Psalms 83 posse, man, all right, just read Psalms 83 and you see who the enemies of Israel is, man, okay, and it's all these nations, right? They give that goofy little grin to you because they know in the back of their mind they're wronging, all right, the apples of the Lord's eye, man. Okay, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? All right, so pretty much give you what you want. You know, Jake's always got your damn hand out, right? Want instant gratification. It says, and he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. All right, never trust thine enemy, right? Like the scripture says. Afterward, when he see thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. All right, says, beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity, Salakia. It says here, if thou be invited of a mighty man, all right, because we know the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? Esau, Edom. Job 9:24. It says, if thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more he will invite thee. So he gonna press on you, man. All right, because he want to figure out, like, man, you know, how can he snare you? Okay, whatever it may be. Let's jump back to Sirach 10, and we'll start at verse 10. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. I think it was 12. Yeah, it says, Sirach 12:10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. All right, we know Esau, Edom is the wicked. What's that? Malachi 1:4. They're the border of wickedness, right? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if he had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Because Esau Edom is a beast. All right. And 2/3 of our people also, too, because they have the mindset of an Edomite, man. All right. They want instant gratification. All right. They have no patience. It says, so one that go to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? All right, that's why we don't feel sorry for you, Jakes, when Esau get your ass, man. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, right? Cunning hunter. But in his heart, which is his mind, he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. You know, like I say, Jake got the same mindset. That's why it's just better to deal with the men of the Lord. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, right? You lose your wallet, you know, the nigga helping you looking for your wallet and he the one that took it, right? And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And Esau Edom does this on a higher level through his witchcraft, his miracles, through his technocracy, all to lead you into the MOTB. All right. So I went from a low example to the top where Esau Edom wants you, man, into his MOTB, man, in his block what they call that? Damn. Pretty much into his digital system. Okay. He will shake, verse 18, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. All right. That's when the horns come up on him. All right. Let's grab the book of Job 5. Salakia. Job 20 and 5. It reads, the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. Hey, this is why you Jakes, man, and the rest of the heathens too. This is why they uplift Esau, man. They're chasing the image of the beast. All right. They want their piece of the pie like George and Wheezy. All right. Now, there's nothing wrong with them. Hey, the Lord throws bones every now and then. But we're not consumed with the mindset of trying to make it in this world, man. All right. We're just pretty much enduring until we take over. Okay. It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? All right. And this is in the kingdom of heaven, man. That Obadiah 1 and 18. All right. Once you know these scriptures and then it's in your mindset, this devil can't run game on you, man. All right. This is why you got to pray every day, too, to have discernment in the spirit. It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The point is in verse 10. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. This is the point. His children shall seek to please the poor. All right. And the Israelites are the poor. We're under the curses, man. All right. We're the tail. We're not the head. All right. So that's a side note to let you know that those people in the Holy Land, that they're not the people, man. They don't fit the prophecies of the Israelites. It says, and his hands shall restore their goods. All right. What you got? Esau, Edom have all these donations and non-profit this and non-profit that, right? Helping Jake out, so-called. It says his bones are full of the sin of his youth. Okay. Which shall ye, which shall ye down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. It says here, yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. I'll read this. It says, though he spirit and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of ass within him. All right. You can just keep reading this chapter, man. All right. And the asp is a poisonous snake. All right. So this man is plotting, always plotting on how to get you, man. All right. And you Jakes that don't trust and have faith in Yahweh, who you people ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shai, who you people ignorantly call Jesus, hey, you're going to fall for his snares and traps every rip. Isaiah 30:1, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. What Esau got for you is you think it's always better. You don't want to listen to the man of the Lord, right? That's why I said that take counsel not of me. We speak through the Lord. I mean, Salakia, the Lord speaks through his prophets, man. All right. It says, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt. All right. Egypt is America is spiritual Egypt. Okay. This is Egypt then fell already, man. All right. What's that? Revelation 11:18 tells you that America is spiritual Egypt, right? And have not asked at my mouth. The mouth of the Lord is the prophets, man. Let's get that. We got to prove all things, right? This is Isaiah 59. I'll just get to the point 21. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord Yahweh, my spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of the seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. All right. And that's also Luke 1:60, Luke chapter 1, verse 60 through 70. All right. Let's go back to Isaiah. Let's go back to Isaiah 30. And I'm going to jump down to verse 7. It says, now we know that according to Revelation 11:7, that America is spiritual Egypt, right? And it's spiritual Sodom. All right. It says, for the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose. They have cried, therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. All right. So, hey, man, you can't trust these people, man. They're cunning, right? Along with the rest of the heathens and Jake. All right. Esau sent Jake on crash missions to pretty much, like COINTELPRO, right? Let's grab, and for that, it's a punishment for that, man. So, yeah, they come cunning. That's why I say nice people are going into slavery, man. This is Revelation 13:9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. And only the elect has that ear to hear, man, because that's who the Lord is coming back to save. All right, his elect. That's Matthew 24, verse 30 and 31. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. All right, and who was the sword given to? Esau, Edom. Isaac gave it to him in Genesis chapter 27, verse 39 on down. All right, and he's going to die by the sword. All right, that last sword is those nukes. All right, nuclear warheads that will be hitting Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, right? It says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, the saints are the Israelites. Psalms 1:48 and 14, and Psalms 50 verse 50. Salakia. Psalms 50 verse 5. Salakia. All right. Let's grab Isaiah. Because you people are caught up with you not being discerning the spirit, man. These people in their spirit know that we're the apple of the Lord's eye, man. All right. And they come with this fake grin and this nice guy, men and they women, man. It says here, Isaiah 14:1, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, all right, fellow Israelites, all right, that were heathens like we were, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. All right? And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. That's the kingdom of heaven that will be set up on earth, right? Like the Lord's Prayer say, on earth as it is in heaven. And from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, man. Okay, and I could just keep going. That's a fire chapter. But yeah, man, nice people are going into slavery, man. So with that, I pray is edifying. Brakateh Yahweh, Brakateh Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakada Shalom.